Alright, there's so much to say about Mortal Kombat 11, and none of it's good. Uh, I had a long day at work. I only got off an hour ago. 13 hours. So I'm trying to cover some stuff out there that I've missed. There's a couple things here. Like 11, fan calculated that it will cost you 6,440 to buy every skin without grinding. So, according to executive producer Ed Boon, he claims that it won't cost you 6,440 to unlock everything in the game. And that the story isn't true. However, he fails to correct the information. He doesn't actually reveal how much it will cost you to unlock all the cosmetics in Mortal Kombat 11. So the total could still end up being more or less than 6,440. Let's see. The LOL, oh my god, the 6,440 story is complete bullshit. Where do these people get their information? The vast majority of MK11 skins are not for sale. That's not how NetherRealm makes games. You have to earn them in-game. Fact check before reporting. That came from Ed Boon. So, whether or not you own Mortal Kombat 11, there is news circulating around the web that it will cost folks 6,440 to buy every skin without partaking in the game's grindfest. This information comes from a fan that calculated said items, which means fatalities, brutalities, gear are single use. Consumables aren't included. And I'm just kind of skip past this. According to Reddit user Accomplished Poet 8, it will take him 3,390 hours to unlock every skin in Mortal Kombat 11, and it will run him 6,440. But let's take a closer look as to why and how come he came to this conclusion. If you recall correctly, we reported on the now released fighting game coins and gear system. Let's see, Bet Accomplished Poet 8 hunkered down to offer an even closer look. Let's see, PSA to anyone buying MK11, the harder towers are literally impossible without rare or better gear and single-use consumables. Earning these are incredibly grinding, and the whole system is designed to get you to spend money on the game. I see a lot of threads saying that earning currency is grindy, but I think this is a huge understatement. Just consider these points. Completing the entire story will barely give you enough currency to clear one room in the crypt. From this, one got one brutality, some common skins, and few consumables. You can't so much as clear a single hard tower with all the stuff I got. Clearing some of the ladder towers without at least rare gear and a large number of single-use consumables is near impossible. These towers are not just a pure test of fighting skills, they also feature unlockable blood missiles which drain your life and gives it to the enemy. Acid rain, enemy getting armor on low health, and some absolutely ridiculous damage modifiers. Earning said consumable and rare gear is extremely grindy, requiring you to complete the event-specific and daily towers, as well as clearing multiple easy towers. Let's see, progressively, blah, blah, blah. I opened a total of 23 chests in the crypt and only got 2 rare gear across different characters. The post published by the Reddit user has garnered 9.3k upvotes, 2 silver medals, and 2 gold medals. Let's keep going. I'll see if there's anything real important in here, because this can be kind of long and I don't want to go on this forever. So there are it breaks down all the different things. Like, there are 23 characters in the game, each of which has 60 skins, but playing through the story, character, tutorial, and basic towers will usually unlock 4 of these. So we have 56 skins to unlock. So based on these, we get 23, 56, 5, 64,440. Note that these calculations include the patch which the devs promised would solve the progression issues. This figure does not include fatalities, brutalities, gear, or single-use consumables because I have not figured out the exact drop rate for these. The Reddit user also points out that his calculations include the patch that Warner Brothers and NetherRealm have seeded out into the wild to address the money problem. And it just continues to talk about how grindy it is. According to the Reddit user Mortal Kombat X, lets you unlock all skins, fatalities, brutalities, and DLC characters for $39.99. Although I wouldn't pay that much for aforesaid things. Mortal Kombat 11 has you dishing out over 6,440 to unlock all skins, sans fatalities, brutalities, gear, or okay, so we don't know how much of that is correct, how much of that exact figure is accurate, but you know, nothing would surprise me. I've already said that this game is using the whole virtue signaling thing, to the whole woke behavior, to signal to journalists to defend them. And you know, they've created the man baby defense. Anybody that doesn't like this game is sexist, racist, and all that, and they intentionally made their game woke, that type of game, because they implanted this system to bleed people dry of money, and they didn't want the backlash, so they put in the defense system, the man baby defense system, which will cause all these journalists to defend their game just because they're woke. It doesn't matter that they're trying to bleed people dry. They just want to have a good reputation. So beyond that, there's a lot more going on with this game that I haven't covered. Like, the Johnny Cage OK symbol was banned. The NetherRealm changed Johnny Cage's OK hand sign in Mortal Kombat 11 due to Nazis. So they've literally admitted that that's why they changed it. That right here, this guy works for NetherRealm, Dana Saeed. You know, he said it was Nazis. That's why they changed it. The gesture looked like before it was changed. Let's see. Cage's belt, while he was giving the OK hand sign by his waist, once you see it, he smirks and then punches the camera. You can see what the original gesture... What the hell? Sorry about that. I have no idea what the... Anyways, the hand sign, once you see it, he smirks then punches the camera. You can see what the original gesture looked like before it was changed, courtesy. But the new gesture is slightly modified, where now, instead of making the OK hand sign down by his left side when the camera tilts to his belt, he now has the OK hand sign partially done, but instead his hand is turned around so that he's giving the middle finger. So the OK sign is more controversial than the middle finger. The middle finger is less offensive than the OK hand gesture. And that's silly, because the OK hand gesture is not actually racist or anything like that. This is all part of the SJW agenda to label the sign as racist. You crazy people. Everything's racist, everything's sexist, and good God, let's just... What the hell is this? Okay. Clown Lady wants to take... What? So now, according to Saeed, if a certain image is associated with Nazism, then it means they have to change it, right? If not, then it means that they're directly supporting Nazis, right? Following the train of his thought to its logical conclusion, then means that anyone wearing rainbow colors in Mortal Kombat 11 are mirroring Peep the Clown. And if Peep the Clown, Peppy the Clown, I don't know why I said Peep. Peppy the Clown is a symbol of white supremacy, then anyone wearing Peppy's rainbow colors is supporting white supremacy. Ergo, that means Jackie Briggs is a white supremacist. Well, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if they start calling her a white supremacist because they call Candace Owens one. So, Saeed and the rest of NetherRealm gang are now in a difficult situation. Either they keep Jackie in her rainbow-colored gear, and if we're to keep using their logic, the rainbow flag is now associated with Nazis, so that means Jackie is a Nazi. It's just hilarious. So, I suppose in Clown World, this isn't an impossibility. A young black girl with an LGBTQ jacket being a leader of white supremacists. Yeah, that's not far-fetched, because if you're not speaking their language, their agenda, that's what you are. It doesn't matter what color your skin is. If you're not aligned with their kind of perspective, that's what you are. You're a white supremacist. So Mortal Kombat 11 reportedly getting mortally review bombed too. This is another thing going on. According to a new report, Warner Brothers and NetherRealm Studios' Mortal Kombat 11 has been hit by review bombs as seen on Metacritic and Steam. The latest write-up on the matter says it is due to SJW propaganda and predatory microtransactions. The new report is by website Game Rant. What? Game? Really? While highlights user disgruntled over the newly released fighting game and forced in political narratives. Coupled with the... so, you know, it just goes on to talk about all this nonsense. Let's read a paragraph first. Right now, Mortal Kombat 11 has an abysmal 2.9 score on Metacritic. Most users are giving Mortal Kombat 11 scores of 1 and 0, with many citing SJW propaganda and the game's political agenda. They seem to mostly be referring to the Jax Tower ending. Spoiler warning for, yeah, we know Jax's ending. Also pushing you, website also offers user review bomb samples. Okay, so here's a sample. Let's see. Also pushing you sick. Personal political agenda with certain tower endings is just disgusting, said user Little Ember. Once again, the SJW propaganda destroyed the game. Stop making everything political, said Siler50. Other complaints about SJW propaganda seem to be aimed at the women's clothing in Mortal Kombat 11, as female characters like Jade wear less revealing outfits in the new game. The mobile game-like coin and gear grinding, along with the loot box-inspired crypt, the woke Jax ending, the female characters purposely desexualized, and the act of malevolent sexism isn't something that's setting well with users on the Metacritic section. So, you know, who knows what they're going to do. All these negative reviews are being cited as review bombing. And we know where that led with Captain Marvel. Here's a comment from somebody, Reptile. Gotta love how a shitty game receiving negative reviews nowadays is considered review bombing. Yeah, you gotta love it. We know where it led to with Captain Marvel, so we'll see where it leads to with Metacritic and Steam and all that. Beyond that, there's also more, because, as I said, there's so much to say about Mortal Kombat 11, but none of it's good. None of it's good. Mortal Kombat 11 has the franchise's best sales start while customer backlash mounts. So some of the media may be portraying Mortal Kombat 11's strong sales start as an indicator for the latest entry of the 27-year-old brand. As a sign of things to come, but it could be the devil's back in the bride's dress. In a bride's dress, veiling the disastrous future ahead. According to VentureBeat, Warner Brothers Interactive Entertainment president David Haddad revealed to them during 2019 GamesBeat Summit that the latest game in the long-running Mortal Kombat series had the best launch to date. Haddad went on to say, "I couldn't be more proud of that team and what they've done and the innovations they've brought to Mortal Kombat." So, this is probably just some pandering nonsense. This is probably them trying to make it look like their game's doing well. We all know how this goes. There's always questionable stuff going on around these particular things about them actually doing well, because usually they fail. And with Captain Marvel, there's a lot of suspicious things about that one. And here we have something suspicious too. I mean, there's tons of bad reviews for this game. Yet, it claims that they're doing better than ever. So no specific figures for release, so we have no idea how best launch lines up with other top-selling entries in the series, such as Mortal Kombat 9 or Mortal Kombat X. The over-under could be more or less than what the other games did during launch day, just with the added padding of high pre-order sales to give Mortal Kombat 11 an extra edge. The thing is, we don't know, and obviously Haddad wasn't going to say. What he did reveal was that they have years worth of new content planned for the game. However, again, specifics weren't detailed. Well, that sounds kind of horrible. It sounds horrible. Because, oh God, can you imagine them going on with another game? It's gonna, if this one's actually doing well, the next one will be so much fucking worse. It will be unbuyable. It will be just god-awful. So, for clarity, Bounding Into Comics is reporting that Mortal Kombat 11 is already being discounted by up to 17% at various retailers, with Amazon bringing the game's $59 price tag down to $49. The Premium Edition is also discounted for Xbox One by up to 10%, just days removed from the April 23rd, 2019 launch date. We saw a similar thing happen with Battlefield 5, which had multiple discounts and free trial offers to move as many as possible, but it still ended up costing EA $350 million and found itself on the Get Woke Go Broke master list. Bounding Into Comics runs through a few possibilities as to why the discounts have come so heavy and so fast, including NetherRealm Studios openly advocating for the SJW agenda with things like Jax turning left wing, are changing Johnny Cage Gotham symbol to the middle finger, purposely desexualizing the females while raising the sex appeal of the males, much to the chagrin of the real fans. Of course, this also doesn't include two of the biggest reasons for the game's current mass influx of negative reviews across Metacritic and Steam: coin grinding and performance issues. There's just so much about this game. I can't keep going on. It's already pretty late, and I haven't gotten any videos out there, so I'm going to wrap it up here, because there's just too much. This game is god-awful, and the next Mortal Kombat video I make, because I'm sure I will be making one, that since there's just so much god-awfulness going on in this game, I might, I might get into the idea of what the future of Mortal Kombat looks like underneath this narrative. But for now, that's all I got. This game is garbage. If you like it, I mean, that's your thing, but whatever. I hate it. It's complete trash. So it's made the whole franchise look like trash, in my opinion. And this is just bad. This is just bad. And I don't feel like they have any intention of fixing or correcting what they've done. This is terrible. Mortal Kombat's dead, like most beloved franchises out there and properties are now. Since they evolve, this behavior is fucking contagious. And it's disgusting. Anyways, like, subscribe, stay awesome, rock on.